It's Debatable with Mark Gray here on MLBBro.com.
What's the deal, folks? It's your boy, the OG Mark Gray. That is Man Ram. Man Ram, we've just come off of what was supposed to be a celebration of Jackie Robinson's breaking Major League Baseball's color barrier. I just noticed something. I didn't see too many of those stencils, the
Yeah.
logos on the field. I'm
Yeah.
just wondering, is baseball pulling back from an all-out celebration of this historic milestone for political reasons?
Good question. I mean, it's crazy that we're even having this conversation in 2025, but it is 2025 as well. So, listen, not to get political, because that's not what we do on this show.
No.
But listen, I don't think Major League Baseball is pulling back on Jackie Robinson. I know that you're not the only person that has brought this to my attention, but I do feel like this year a lot of people have noticed that it's felt a little bit more subdued than in years prior. It didn't feel like Jackie Robinson Day was a big deal across the sport. I don't know why that is. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. I don't think it's Major League. I don't think it's intentional. I don't think it's by design. I think Major League Baseball is still very much invested in Jackie Robinson's legacy. We all know how the sport treats his legacy. We know how it feels about celebrating its history. So I don't think it's an intentional aspect by Major League Baseball. I just think, I don't know. I think it was maybe one of those times where it came in the middle of a week in the year that we've had. I don't really know. Maybe the climate that we're in, it just didn't feel very celebratory. I
I'm
don't
glad
know,
you
but
brought
it was
climate
very weird.
change up because that's what I'm talking about here. Climate
Mhm.
change. We've had a hurricane in society, if you will.
Yep.
It's changing the landscape of what we knew. We thought that there was reverence
Yeah.
for, let's be frank, great African American leaders, of which Jackie Robinson is one.
hmm
Um, shouldn't they be a certain deification of him, at least for one day, given what he meant to American history?
Well, listen, I mean, I think you saw players around the league. There were, the Griffies. Griffey came out with the new Griffey cleats that had the Jackie Robinson stuff on it. You saw a bunch of players. Lindor had some Griffey cleat or some Jackie Robinson cleats. You saw players around the league celebrate. I watched MLB Network. A lot of them did some pieces on it. So I think it was celebratory. I don't know. I don't know why it felt subdued. I don't think it has anything to do with. Maybe I'm naive. I try not to be when it comes to politics. But again, this is a different show. But I'm trying not to believe that it's a political thing. I think it's more of just. I think it just happened to be one of those years where it just didn't feel as maybe big as probably it shouldn't have been. And I don't know. I think the Dodgers should always be at home for Jackie Robinson Day. I think the Mets should be at home for Jackie Robinson Day. I think those two teams should always be at home. I think Major League Baseball needs to do more things, I would say, to make it feel like a bigger deal. Why not the Mets and the Dodgers always have a series that year, or right around April 15th? That like they should always play each other on that time. I know the MLB schedule could get a little tricky and cumbersome to try to figure out, but I don't think it's by design. I don't think this was an intentional ploy from a political reasons to pull back from Jackie Robinson. I hope I'm right, and I hope that you are
I
not
think you are.
right in this
I,
situation.
I just think
Yep.
that baseball is uncomfortable like many other sports are.
hmm
We also saw a lot of inscriptions not on the Super Bowl field this year.
Yeah.
So I guess we dealing with different times where even if the leagues don't interject politics into their
Yep.
presentation, there seems to be an underlying sense there.
I hope
At
you. I
least
hope you're
that's
wrong,
one
bro.
man's
I hope
opinion
you're
on it.
wrong, OG. I really do because I think that it's a mistake, and I think it just sends a terrible message. But again, I think Jackie Robinson is one of those people that is revered in the sport of baseball. It almost goes beyond all of this, right? And I hope that's not the case. I hope that Jackie Robinson and Jackie Robinson Day, much specifically, didn't fall victim to the political climate that we're in.
I'll
I
leave
wouldn't
it
be
at this.
shocked. I wouldn't be surprised, but I hope not.
If you can pull him out of the Department of Defense and make it look like he didn't serve his country, anything's possible these days. And I hate to go politics with it, but that's just on the record.
Yeah.
Anyway, for the man, Ram, I'm OG. That's debatable for this week.
For more, right now, go to MLBBro.com.